What's going on, guys? It's Devin back with another video for 3 Point Auto Works. Today we are going to be reinstalling our Chase Bays brake booster eliminator kit and our clutch master cylinder thing, whatever you want to call that. But it's because I misplaced one of the lines, or not misplaced them, I misrouted them. So I'm going to redo this video here so I can give you guys the correct way to do everything and not mislead you. So without further ado, let's go and explain the product again and show you how everything works, how it's routed up correctly, and then when it's in the car, you guys are going to be able to see how everything lines up, and then it's going to be up to you to line everything the way you want it to and tuck it the way you'd like. So let's get to that.
Alright guys, so here we have the Chase Bays master cylinder and the brake booster eliminator kit. So here is how everything works. So as you can see here, we have the Chase Bays line with the logo on it, and that one is going to go to this T section here. It's going to go on the left side of the T, and then you have the longer line, the longest one out of all of them, this one here. That one's going to go on the right side of the T, and then we have the rear brake line that goes to the rear brakes, and that's going to go to the out valve there. And all of that stuff is connected to your proportioning valve, and this proportioning valve is lets you adjust your brake bias and all that great stuff. But to attach your valve here to the master cylinder, you're going to need to remove one of these bolts here, which is the lower one, and then with the little bracket that is attached to this valve, you're going to bolt that onto it to the bottom part. And then this hard line also comes separately, and that is where how you're going to route all that stuff. You want this banjo, if you're a right hand drive car like I am, you want this banjo to point out this way with everything screwing on like this. So from looking at it like this, you have the lines like that. This line here is your back brakes, this is your front right, this is your front left brakes. So that is how all that stuff works here. And to connect all of these lines, the front brake line and the rear or the front left brake line, you have your fender well brake lines. You're going to connect those fender lines like this with the angled part that is going to connect to your caliper, and then this end screws into the straight end, and that is true for both of these. But the line that runs off of this has the 90. You're going to screw this into the 90, and then this will go into your caliper. And then these are the fender line or the fender well brake lines for the rear, and we will get that a little bit later today because I still have the car up in just the front like so, and we'll have to get the back up and the wheels off to get these bad boys on. And then I still don't have the line for this, so we're just going to slide that in there with everything to make it look all fancy so you can get a good end look at that. And they also provide this little card here, tells you how to contact them and all that stuff. Super sick logo and stuff. And you also get, or I got, I don't know if it's true for every package, but I got 3 of these stickers here. I gave one to my buddy, I put one on the FD, and then this one is going to be saved for something along the lines of like a different car or something like a binder or something like that. So you get some pretty fancy stuff there. And then these right here are what connect to the end of that. That connects your pedal to the actual thing. So let's show you what everything looks like in the car and how that is routed in the car.
Okay, so here we have our brake booster eliminator with all of the lines already connected. So the way I did this was I slid everything in here like so. Slid this bad boy in here. And when I first installed it, it wouldn't slide all the way in like it's doing right now. It would slide in with the back with a gap like this. And the way I was able to fix that was I looked inside to make sure that it wasn't hitting anything, and then I put it in there and then just tapped
this thing right here, the little banjo bolt with a dead blow hammer, so one of the plastic ones, and that just got everything to sit up in there all nice and flush. So now let's get these lines here out of the way, so we don't need all that here. Trying to get the car more back together because the goal for today is to get it outside of the garage and see that, because that's been a long time, and that's kind of why I have everything more back together. But back to this. So we have everything all in there, and then we're going to take our front line here with the Chase Base logo on it, and then I have these little teeny grommets right here. I picked these up at any hardware store, really. They were like $1.59 each. They had this, like the middle size of the one that they had, but they're cheap, so you can just get ones that'll fit to your car, and then if they don't work, return them. But so these ones just slide in and catch a little ring on there, so that sits nice and flush. And then we're going to slide the line into this hole, into the fender well. Boom, just like that. Then we're going to take the back line that is connected to your out valve. You're going to sling that over there to that side, because that's where that's going to go. And then this line for your other brake on the front is going to go over there as well. So we're going to move positions to over on that side. I can show you how to route that. Let's get to that. Alright guys, so same deal here. This is the line that is connected to the T for your front left brakes. It's going to run along this little line here. So that's the way that I have it, at least. You slide it through your grommet. It's the same on the other side. Boom, boom. Then I tucked mine up behind this little flap here. Gave that a little push. And then, that is how that one is routed. We're going to grab the out with the 90 on it, and we're going to screw this into the rear brake line that goes to the rear brakes. So that's going to route like this, and screw this onto your fitting. Now, for the purpose of the video, I'm not tightening everything or doing everything super perfect, just so you can get the view. So, we are pretty much routed. So we have our brake booster in there with our valve on there, our hard lines, with our lines routed up nicely through the grommet, all the way up through the fender well, or the transmission tunnel. I keep calling that a fender well in all of my videos. That is connected to your brake, your back brakes, and then your other line goes to your fender wells. So, as you can see, I now have tires and wheels on the car. So, nothing is connected, of course, but now these are your fender well lines. Your fender well lines are going to connect on this piece here, and then it's going to bolt onto that line there. So let me get the wheel off and post you guys up and show you how to install this. Alrighty, so we got everything all routed up. This bad boy is going to click into here. Like getting to fit. There we go. Alright, everything all routed up down from there into your factory little brake line holder. And then all the way around to the back of there, back here, all the way around to right here. And this will connect into your caliper right there. So that's all fitted up. Show you the other side. And this is also just looking beautiful. I did throw this in here, make that look nice. And we got this side here as well, all lined up around through the coilover, or the shock, but going to be coilover down here to mount up to your brake caliper. So that is the way that you route up and line your Chase Bay's brake booster eliminator kit. And that is also how you slide in your slave cylinder. So, with all that, I hope that was informational for you and actually helped out some things for you. So, I'm going to get to finishing up the rest of the car. I'm going to try to get it to roll out of the garage today. And I'm also going to have a little barbecue. So, I got a busy rest of the day. You guys enjoy your time. You guys make sure that you enjoy beautiful cars like this. And if you can't, do everything you can to get them. You have a great day. Keep safe. Peace.